Confusing. Imagine living in a world without doctors, hospitals, medicine, or even written language. Yet somehow, our ancestors still... How was that possible? How did people who knew nothing about bacteria, vitamins, or chemistry develop surprisingly effective ways to care for themselves?
The answer wasn't hidden inside books. It was written across the natural world itself. Nature became humanity's very first teacher, and survival depended on paying close attention to every detail. Our ancestors noticed that injured animals often searched for certain plants after being wounded. Some animals instinctively sought leaves, bark, or mud that seemed to ease pain or protect injuries. Curiosity led people to ask a simple but life-changing question. Could these plants help us too? The first experiments were risky. No one knew which plants healed, which did nothing, and which could be deadly.
Every success came with countless failures, but each lesson became part of humanity's growing knowledge. Over thousands of years, trial and error slowly became experience, and experience became tradition.
Parents taught their children which fruits were safe, which mushrooms to avoid, and which herbs eased pain.
Without writing, memory became the library of an entire civilization. Every generation inherited the discoveries of those who came before, adding new observations of their own. Knowledge that saved lives was never forgotten. It became one of the tribe's greatest treasures. But ancient healthcare wasn't limited to medicine. It also began with something much simpler: cleanliness. Long before anyone understood germs, people noticed a clear pattern. Clean bodies often stayed healthier than dirty ones. Removing blood, mud, and decaying material reduced unpleasant smells and helped wounds recover more easily.
Flowing water became one of humanity's earliest and most effective tools for preventing infection.
Sunlight also helped dry clothing and animal skins, reducing moisture where parasites could thrive. Clay, sand, and ash worked as natural cleansers, removing oil, dirt, and dead skin long before soap was invented. These simple materials protected the skin while making daily hygiene easier in harsh environments. Experience taught them that fresh running water was usually safer than stagnant pools, where disease often spread. Choosing where to live often meant choosing where to stay healthy. Little by little, observation shaped habits. Habits improved survival, and survival rewarded those who learned the fastest. The first foundations of healthcare were never built inside laboratories. They were built by ordinary people who refused to stop learning from the world around them.
Good health helped people survive, but survival wasn't the only reason our ancestors cared for their bodies. Appearance mattered too. Looking healthy often signaled strength, confidence, and the ability to survive in a dangerous world. Archaeologists have discovered combs made from bone, antler, and wood, suggesting that grooming became an important part of everyday life.
Keeping hair clean wasn't simply about appearance. It helped remove dirt, parasites, and lice that could spread disease or cause constant discomfort.
Braided hair stayed cleaner, tangled less easily, and made daily work in forests or grasslands much safer.
Loose hair could block vision during a hunt or become caught in branches. Simple hairstyles solved practical problems. The same natural oils softened cracked skin, reducing pain caused by cold weather and constant exposure to the elements.
For people who spent every day outdoors, protecting the skin was essential for survival. Clay acted as a natural barrier against sunlight, biting insects, and even some skin irritation. One of humanity's oldest pigments was red ochre, a mineral rich in iron that has been found at archaeological sites across Africa. Red ochre may have served several purposes at once: beauty, ceremony, identity, and perhaps even protection from the sun. Every pattern told a story. revealing family connections, achievements, or membership within a particular community. These traditions weren't invented overnight. They were learned through observation and passed from one generation to the next. Charcoal and dark minerals were sometimes used for decoration, although archaeologists continue to debate whether they also had Beauty wasn't limited to the body. Jewelry became another way to express identity and achievement.
Creating ornaments required patience and craftsmanship, making them valuable possessions within many communities.
Rare ornaments could signal experience, leadership, successful hunting, or strong social connections. Ceremonies offered opportunities to display both personal identity and community pride. Preparing together strengthened trust and reminded everyone that they belonged to something larger than themselves. Even the youngest members of the tribe learned that caring for the body was part of caring for the community. Ancient humans also understood that strong teeth were essential for survival. Long before toothbrushes existed, chewing sticks helped remove food particles and massage the gums. Some communities also cleaned their teeth with ash or finely crushed charcoal. While these methods were primitive, by observing nature, solving practical problems, and sharing successful habits, ancient humans transformed simple survival. Over countless generations, people learned that different plants produced different effects. Some eased pain, others. Each successful remedy became another piece of knowledge worth protecting, because every discovery increased the tribe's chances of survival. Stories became classrooms, and memory became the world's first medical archive. Every generation refined what it had inherited, gradually building thousands of years of practical knowledge. Keeping infants warm, clean, and well-fed dramatically increased their chances of survival in harsh climates. Breastfeeding provided complete nutrition and natural immune protection long before anyone understood how the immune system worked. Food itself became one of humanity's earliest forms of preventive medicine. A varied diet supplied proteins, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals, even though prehistoric people had no names for those nutrients. Communities that found reliable food sources became healthier, stronger, and more likely to survive difficult seasons. Learning how to preserve food reduced hunger and protected families during times when hunting or gathering became difficult. Strong children became healthy adults, and healthy adults passed their knowledge to the next generation. The cycle of learning never stopped. Today, archaeologists continue uncovering evidence of these remarkable traditions through ancient tools, skeletons, pigments, and preserved plant remains. Modern science has confirmed that many traditional practices, such as cleaning wounds, using certain medicinal plants, maintaining hygiene, the methods may have changed, but the goal has remained the same for tens of thousands of years: to protect life and reduce suffering. Healthcare, hygiene, nutrition, and personal grooming were never separate ideas. Together, they formed one complete strategy for survival. Every lesson remembered, every useful plant identified, and every successful treatment passed forward helped shape the future of humanity. The routines we follow today, washing our hands, brushing our teeth, treating wounds, caring for our skin, across an unimaginable span of time, one simple idea has connected us all: the desire to protect ourselves and the people we love. Ancient humans never knew about bacteria, vitamins, or medical science. Yet through curiosity, observation, and trial,